My name is Wyatt Vieth. I'm a senior at St. Henry District High School. I'm going to Thomas More University next year.
It's getting serious on this track, fam.
Wyatt Vieth, welcome to What's in Your Bag. Now, we interviewed Sam Vincent, and you're very good friends with Sam.
Yeah, I am.
That's your boy.
Yeah.
You guys are very, very good friends, and what's crazy is like you two are two of the best players in the state of Kentucky. So I'm excited to have you on, and you guys have different journeys to, where you are today and the success you have today. So I'm anxious to see what's in your bag, but first, let's talk about your bag here, okay?
Yeah, my bag. This is my St. Henry bag that we all get. It's got my number on there, number 12.
Let me ask you about that real quick.
Yeah.
Number 12. Why number 12?
Number 12, well, number 12's always been like my number growing up. My mom always wore it in college and high school, so I kind of wear it for her just to show her some respect and honor because me and my mom are really close. So I swear I've always worn number 12.
And your mother, she played volleyball at?
And KU with
And
my
KU?
dad. He played basketball there, so that's where they met, and here I am today.
That's cool. So your dad wore 50.
Yeah, my
right?
dad wore 50. I told him I'm not wearing 50 out there. But I'll wear 12. Yeah, I'll wear 12. So.
And he's 6'11"?
Yeah, he's 7-footer. So.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah, he is.
But you haven't always worn 12. I think when I watched you originally, were you like number 4?
I was number 5 as a freshman.
Okay.
So I was the last one to pick because I was the youngest. So I just rocked number 5 that year, and then the rest have been 12.
Okay.
So yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump in. The first thing we need to do. I'm a shoe guy, so we got to start with the shoes. Okay. All right. You have definitely put some work in.
Yeah, these are my freshman year basketball shoes.
What size?
13.
13. Is that what you wear?
Yeah, I'm
now?
wearing 13 still.
Same size.
Yeah.
When you were a freshman. How tall were you as a freshman?
I was about like 6 foot, 6'1", and I grew a few inches, so I'm about 6'3" now.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why these shoes?
I picked these shoes because I think freshman year was a big year for me. Going from playing kids your age to playing against 18-year-olds, it's not easy. And that year was a lot of growth for me. I learned a lot. I made connections. I met Coach Price. I met you guys. That was a big year for me, I think. And I'm just truly grateful for that year. I think it wasn't such a good year record-wise, but for me personally,
your development.
Yeah, my development. I thought it was a great year for me.
So you played varsity right away.
Yeah, I played varsity as a freshman.
And so from a mental standpoint, most kids that enter high school don't play varsity as a freshman. Mm-hmm. The majority of them don't.
Yeah.
So there was something about you. What do you think the coaching staff saw in Wyatt Vieth to say, we need to have him playing varsity right away?
Well, I was already pretty built as a freshman. I matured a little early. But also, I think it's my attitude towards the game. I mean, I hate losing. I'll do anything to win. You know that. But honestly, I think it was the qualities I brought to the table, like my leadership,
As a freshman?
Yeah.
Leadership as a freshman?
I had to step up to be a leader. Even though I wasn't like a team captain or anything, I had to do my part.
Now, when you say a leader, is that lead by example, lead vocally, or combination?
It was a little combination, but more of an example for me because I was the youngest one.
Right.
They won't listen to me. I'm a little 15-year-old out there. But I had to go out there and just do what I do and try and lead them and try and get a win every night.
So these shoes here, okay, your freshman year, big game in these shoes? Memorable game?
I would say my game against Holy Cross. Last game of the regular season.
Okay.
I had 24 that night.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just feeling it that night, and it was funny because Holy Cross's head coach was Ryan Schrain at the time, and he's a family friend of ours, and he played at NKU with my dad.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was fun. We beat up on him a little bit, and it was good.
So you guys got to talk a little trash?
I got something to say now.
Yeah.
I didn't have to get trash talked the whole time.
So you said you scored 24 that game. So the evolution of your game from freshman year to, I guess, going into your senior year, hopefully you guys have a full season this year. How has your game changed?
I think at first I just wanted to score, just score, and now over the years I've realized there's other parts of the game that you can do to help your team win. So if my shots aren't falling, I'm going to get 10 assists that game, or I'm going to get 10 rebounds, or do whatever I can, or get stops on defense. Like, I don't always have to score.
Was that a difficult thing to learn?
It was difficult because you want to be the guy that drops 40 every night.
Because that's what's in the paper.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
what's on the internet.
everyone sees the stats, but I think that what's not on the stat sheet is really important, and that's what makes me different. Because I mean, I'm capable of dropping 40 a night, but I don't need to. I'll help my team win in other ways.
And I think that mentality and that style of play is so helpful when you get to the college level, right? Because when you get to the college level, there are going to be 6 other guys that all can score, that are all the stars on their team, but sometimes bringing those other intangibles like assist, leadership, diving on the floor, rebounding, those things are valuable to a team. So back to these shoes here real quick. Your school's red.
Yeah, red, white, and blue.
The shoes are red here. The red hair. We got to talk about that. Big Red. Big
Red. They call me Big Red. You call me Big Red.
I called you Big Red, and it just kind of took off.
Yeah. So my little sister, I have a little sister, Avery. She's got red hair.
Yeah.
But neither of my parents have red hair, so it's a little weird. Me and Avery have red hair, but our parents don't.
Random.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny is, so the first time I saw you play, I came to one of your games just randomly one night versus Brossart, and I immediately, not knowing you, I saw you on the court right away, not just because of your game, but your hair.
Yeah.
I was like, man, look at the redhead, and then boom, boom, you had like a couple buckets, and I'm like, man, that kid's pretty good. So do you embrace the red hair? Because, I mean, you definitely stick out. That's something that people notice right away. I
mean, I've come to embrace it. I used to buzz my head all the time, so I never had curls. And then when I got older, I was like, I'm just to let it grow. And then I got these curls, and I think it's a part of me. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
I'm the tall ginger. I can't change that. I kind of stand out in the crowd.
Right.
So, I mean, I've just come to embrace it. It's me. You gotta love yourself. I love myself. Here I am.
Yeah, and I remember when I was in Arizona last year, and I met Nico.
Yeah, Nico Mannion.
Yep, and he's a redhead. He kind of also made it cool and popular also to have the red curly thing going on. We've actually FaceTimed.
Yeah, we FaceTime, but it's funny because whenever we're at AAU tournaments, everyone's like, is that Nico Mannion? I'm like, nah.
Nope, it's
just Wyatt.
It's just me. And then tell everyone where you're going to play college ball at.
I'm going to play college basketball at Thomas More University in Crestview Hills with Coach Ray.
Yep.
So I'm pretty excited.
And I want to talk about the decision, the college decision. This, of all the years that I've been involved with basketball, has to be one of the toughest years I've seen for young people as far as not only basketball development, but also selecting what college they want to go to because of, the coronavirus and the whole COVID-19 protocols and affecting AAU and all that. I think you made a very good decision where you're going. Coach Ray is an excellent coach, great person. Yeah. How did you come to that decision? Why did you select Thomas More?
Well, there was a lot of things going into it. I had offers all over the country, but what came down to it is I wanted to stay home. I wanted my family to come watch me play, so they didn't have to drive hours or get a flight. And I feel I'm a homebody. I want to live here the rest of my life. I love Northern Kentucky. I love what it offers. And Coach Ray, he's the one who really got me going, just our relationship. And I think the player-coach relationship is so important.
Yeah, I agree.
Me and him just clicked, and he's a great dude. I'm so excited to play for him. I think I'll do well there. So,
and through the period of dealing with the coronavirus, things were shut down, and I know there were a lot of kids that were struggling, right? They were struggling with mental health issues, like how are we going to get out of this? What's next? How did you deal with it?
I think for me, I leaned on my peers the most. One of the OGs of Cincinnati, Mike Price.
Triple OG.
Yeah, he's the man. But for me, he's always been there for me, even when I felt alone or I was down. I could always go to him. He always let me know that I was there. He was there for me, and if I needed anything at all, I could go to him.
Absolutely.
And I just think you just gotta lean on your close circle.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about family and friends, and you can get through anything with your family.
Absolutely. No question. Good deal. All right, so these are the shoes.
Yeah.
They don't smell too bad. Sam's
Yeah.
shoes smell, so. All right, item number 2.
Item number 2. Here it
Uh-oh,
is.
I know all about this.
Here it is.
I know all about this. More red.
Yeah, more red. More red.
All right, let's talk about this. I'll let you go ahead.
So this is my Shining Star AU jersey from my 15U team.
Yep.
And this was my first year on the Shining Stars. And this is really when Mike Price took me under his wing and just helped me out, developed me as a person and as a player. And I think it was, like I said again, it's a big year. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you and Coach Price. So,
well, thank you.
Much love and respect for you guys.
Yeah, thank you. No, I appreciate that. You were great to have in the program, and I think your development from when you started to when you finished up, for me, was not just watching you as the player, you know, like get physically stronger, you grew, you could do more things on the court, but I think the mental, for me, was your mental growth, right? Mm-hmm. You are so very competitive. Yeah. That sometimes it takes over your body and your mind. Mm-hmm. You agree with that?
No, I'm not quiet on the court. But the mental part of the game is so important. It's important. It's probably the most important part of the game, and I really tried to better myself in that, because I mean I can't hide my emotions when I get on that court. When I cross the line, it's game time. Yep. If you have different jersey than me, like, you're on the other side, I just gotta do anything I can to beat you.
Yeah. So, you know, your last couple games playing AU, I mean, I could really see your maturity on the court. And I think that's going to pay off this high school season, and also when you get to college. I think you're going to get to college, and, you know, with 4 years of playing college basketball, your game's just going to continue to grow. And I think you've improved physically and mentally. And I always tell young people, you know, when you get to college, to be as prepared as you can be going into college is big, specifically mentally. And I think you're mentally ready to really take off and go to Thomas More, play right away, be an integral part, and eventually, you know, definitely being one of the studs in college basketball. So, very excited to watch you play college hoops.
I'm ready.
All right, item number 3.
Item number 3.
It's a beautiful jersey, by the way. Ooh, yes, the GOAT, the GOAT, the GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So this is his '89 NBA All-Star Game card. He was in Houston that year. Okay. Okay, why this?
I think just growing up, my dad, he always would just fill me in on Michael Jordan, watch highlights, watch movies, watch anything I can of Michael Jordan, because I wasn't alive around when he was playing.
Right.
And I just think, I mean, he is arguably one of, if not the best player.
No, that's no argument.
he's one of the best to ever do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we can just learn from his game, I think the Last Dance documentary, I've learned a lot of what it takes, like, individually. If you make yourself better, you make your teammates better. And I think he's incredible. I think he's one of the best players ever. And my dad gave me that when I was a little kid. So,
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so.
That's really cool. So you just mentioned The Last Dance.
That was one of the best documentaries I've ever seen.
I totally agree. And what I thought was so cool about it was the fact that we were in a pandemic, everything was kind of shut down, so the focus really was on The Last Dance. Like,
yeah, everyone was watching it.
Everybody was
like
watching
everyone was watching it. So.
And I'm so glad that it came out during that time. They pushed it up and finished it. What did you get out of? I know you talked a little bit about, but what did you get out of watching it that maybe you didn't know before about Michael Jordan and his game, and maybe something you can apply to your game?
I mean, I show a lot of emotion. I play with a lot of emotion, but I think his was to another extreme. Like when he takes things personally, like when a coach doesn't say hi to him at a restaurant.
Yeah,
or,
George Karl.
Like, and to me, I think what I've learned, and I didn't even expect to get like tips like that. I just thought it would be a cool documentary, like get to know more about what went on. But it really set in, like when you step on that court, it's business.
Yeah.
And it's strictly business. It's
Yep.
a business trip.
Yep.
You know, it's a business trip, so we got to take care of business, and that's what I've learned the most. And so I loved it. I can't thank the ESPN enough for releasing it. But
that was big. I'm so glad that your generation has a chance to you can watch YouTube and Instagram like highlights of what he does, but to actually dive into his mentality, I think so great. But I think the great thing too is a lot of young people today will talk about Kobe, they'll talk about LeBron, and you've got 3 great examples of 3 great players. And one of the things that I always advise young people is you want to steal little things from each player. That's great.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan did that. He stole from Oscar Robertson and other players before him and just added his own flavor, to his game. So I'm really glad you guys got a chance. Your father raised you right. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because Michael Jordan's the GOAT, right?
I mean, I'll
Yes.
agree. I would have to agree.
Now to bring it kind of back here, your 3 items. Well, first of all, there's a red theme here. Michael Jordan's All-Star uniform's red. This is red. This is red. Your big red.
Yeah.
St. Henry's red.
Yeah.
Kind of there's a couple things. Your journey, your journey in basketball. That's what I love about this, that we can take these items out and kind of dive into the person, because some people will go and watch, Wyatt Vieth play basketball, but won't know, who that person is, and also, his journey. And I think when I think about these items and I think about you, I think about your growth from a maturity standpoint on the basketball court and off, and I'm very proud of you and what you've done to really grow. And you also said something that's key, and I'm glad you said it, so you shared this with other people, is the circle you have around you, right?
It's so important. I mean, I haven't had the best year. 2020 hasn't been the best year for a lot of people, but I've had my struggles, and what I've learned is just rely on your loved ones and tell them you love them every day. Just make sure your circle, and you don't need a big circle. Sure. I think a lot of people are worried about having this and that and all these friends, or this girlfriend or that girlfriend. Like, just be content with what you are, who you are, and just rock with your gang. I call them my gang, my little circle, my gang.
Gang.
Yeah, so I mean, if I can help anyone, like, reach out, I'm always here to help.
Love it, love it. So last 2 things. This is your last year, your senior year.
Yep.
Have you set goals for this year?
I have set goals.
Can you share some of those with us?
Some goals I've set. We want to win the All-A state championship again.
Okay.
We won that my junior year.
Yep.
That's a small school state tournament in Kentucky, and we also want to win the region. Hopefully, we can win the region, make history. We also want to go down to Rupp. I mean, that'd be crazy if we went down to Rupp. And I just want to make my teammates better this year. Like, I mean, if I need to score, I'll score. If I don't, I don't. I just want it to be a team effort, not like a one-man show. And I think that's why my team's the best, is because we got a whole group of us. It's not just one guy. we have a group of us, and it's funny because we grew up playing together, so we've been playing basketball together forever.
Yeah.
So it's really fun, and I hope we get to play. I really do. So. I
do too. Give me one word to describe Wyatt Vieth. One word.
One word. I'm gonna go with different.
Different?
Different.
Okay, what do you mean?
I'm not the typical high school kid. I got red curly hair, I'm tall. I'm not this quiet kid. Like, I'm outgoing. I'm not scared to shake your hand, look you in the eye, and introduce myself.
That's true.
And I think in sports too, I'm different. Like, I put in the work to where I am today with the help of you and Coach Price. Like, so I just feel like I'm different.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you sharing your 3 items and your kind of journey in life in basketball, man. I appreciate you coming on. What's in your bag?
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yep, all good. All right, Wyatt, so what's in your bag is presented by Penn Station. Great food, by the way, as we all know.
Amazing.
And they are great people and have supplied us with some gift cards for some free food for every person that comes on the show. So we have some of these for you here. So let me ask you this question though. When you go to Penn Station, what's in your bag? What do you get?
I get a Philly cheesesteak with pizza sauce and then some mozzarella cheese, and I get some fries, and I'm good, I'm set.
You're good to go. Yeah. You're a big boy, you gotta eat.
I gotta eat, man.
Yeah, we got plenty of food for you, so why don't you give Penn Station a shout, tell them thank you.
Shout out Penn Station, thank you guys so much, much love.